Hey, and welcome to another video with me, Elmo Cordialainen. This guy. Good to see you all. Today I'm taking a look at the Muzizy Overdrive. It's a tiny little pedal. It's so small. Oh, the amount of times I've heard that from women. Yes, well, I'll be right back after this intro. Alright, so the Muzizy Overdrive, that's spelled M-U-Z-I-Z-Y, is a tiny little overdrive pedal. Now, small is good because it saves space on your pedal board. And in keeping with that, I don't have the extra boost, so if this doesn't have enough gain, well, then it doesn't have enough gain and on it goes somewhere. Now, I bought this pedal off eBay. I think it was roughly 25 euros, something like that, so that's roughly $28. That's basically nothing for a pedal. It has your basic controls, level and drive, but then it doesn't have a tone control, so it has high and low. Feels well built, sturdy. The switch feels okay. So does the level knob and these small. First time I'm trying one of these really small ones, so I don't know what to expect. But the small controls also feel really good. So I'll just hook it up and then I'll play a bit. Have a bit of coffee as well. It's too early in the morning for this kind of stuff. It's never too early for rock and roll. Alright, so now I have everything hooked up, and so what I have here is a Fender Ingve Strat going into a Marshall 1987X going into a Marshall cab loaded with greenbacks. I also have a Fractal Audio Axe-Fx for some delay and to keep the volume in check. I have this mic'd up with the AKG C414. Now, I also have an Ingve Malmsteen Overdrive by Fender, so that I have a reference point because that's kind of my go-to sound, and here's what that sounds like. What a load of rubbish. Not the sound, my playing. Yes, well, so here's what the amp sounds like without the overdrive pedals. And here's where I tune my guitar. Alright, let's try that again. So here's what the guitar sounds like without any pedals in front of it. Sorry, rather the amp. So this is kind of the clean tone. It's not entirely clean. This amp never really is. So, let's see. I have everything set to 12 on the Muzizy Overdrive and see what it sounds like. This should be interesting. It sounds very nice, but I have a sneaking suspicion that it won't be for me, that it doesn't have enough drive. But we'll just find out, shall we? I'll set the drive to 3 o'clock and the level to 3 o'clock. So this is what it sounds like now. Hey, that's not half bad. I actually got a ton of gain just by going from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock on the drive and level. This is sounding quite nice. Okay, I'll put both of those up on full now to see what it sounds like that way. So drive and level are now maxed out. I'll switch between the Fender Yngwie Malmsteen and the Muzizy, so you can kind of get a reference point. I'll start with the Muzizy and then I'll switch to the Fender. Whoops. Okay, so one more thing I could do is fiddle around with the high and low knobs to see what happens. I'll turn the high knob on up to, it's now on 12 o'clock, so I'll turn it up to 3 o'clock. Okay, I'll turn that back to 12 and the low up to 3 o'clock. Alright, sorry about that, I had to change the camera battery. I'm not entirely convinced by the pedal. It's okay. I was about to say it was quite good, but then I kind of switched between that and the Fender, and when I switched on the Fender Yngwie Overdrive, I noticed I really preferred that. So that's also a good reason to have kind of a reference point when you do these types of things. Now, the Fender Yngwie Overdrive might not be your cup of tea. The Muzizy might be more kind of down your proverbial alley. But for me, it's not something that I would use. It did have a nice amount of gain, so I wouldn't have to use a separate booster to get enough gain out of it. But the sound was not entirely what I was after. But I'll leave you with a bit more playing with the Muzizy. This time I'll back off the drive and the level back to 12 o'clock. So I have everything on 12 o'clock because I find that gives kind of a nice clear picture, an audio picture of what a pedal is like. Okay, so that's basically all I have for today. Please click like. Please subscribe if you haven't already for more of these kinds of videos. And comment. Let me know what you thought. I think I said that earlier already, but I'll say it again. Hey, please comment. Let me know what you thought. And please feel free to support me on Patreon. All of that money goes towards making more of these kinds of gear review videos. I buy the gear that I review so that I can give you an honest review. So I don't get stuff from somewhere and have to say, oh, this is so great. Hey, look at this. Buy this box. It's really a great box. So you get kind of the honest truth, at least my subjective truth. Nothing's objective anyway. So I'll leave you with a bit of playing with the Muzizy, everything set to 12. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. See you in another one. Bye!
Thank you.